People's love for the G3 has recently rekindled, and it's easy to see why. There are almost as many types and variants of it as there are AKs, with the A4, HK51, G3 SG1, PSG1, so on and so forth, and has seen plenty of action in the movie and gaming industry. German design meant German build quality, and a fair few airsoft companies have attempted to replicate it faithfully, but only now will we be able to see the best replica. I mean, LCT themselves have mentioned a few times that the metallic parts of the G3 are in fact steel.
This is Mandy, and the full steel, also made of steel.
Alright, I get it. Well, I'm glad to see that LCT are so excited about their G3 AEG. And it's only helped them since their contagious enthusiasm only brought joy to airsofters around the world. I've been on the sidelines, anxiously awaiting the arrival of the G3 as folks in Taiwan managed to meddle with the production model, but now it's my turn.
Do you feel excited?
Mandy, you have no idea. Let's start off with what we can see. And to be honest, it'll be quicker just to mention that the handguard, the pistol grip, the handle portion of the charging handle, the stock, is made out of nylon fiber. Everything else, everything, as mentioned close to 100 times, is made out of steel. This is the reason why it's so heavy, weighing in at 4.4 kilos. This thing is heavier than the VFC 417 GBBR, and that is astonishing. Now, if it weren't for that grip housing the motor, you'd probably think that this is the real deal. I mean, just look at the finishing. On the receiver, it's just rough, gritty, and durable. I know it could possibly take quite the beating. Everything on it that requires a bit of movement is a little stiff. The fire selector, only found on the left side, doesn't seem like it wants to move. From safe, semi, and full auto. The rear sight requires a bit of foreplay before it decides to relax a little bit in 4 different positions. The mag release, there are 2 different kinds on this one. There's the AK style, right behind the magazine, which is a little stiff, as previously mentioned. And then there's also another one on the right side. Now, if you do have a well-endowed index finger, you could potentially reach for it, releasing a 140 round striped mid-capacity magazine. But LCT have also released a plain mag if you prefer. And if you're a high capacity user that enjoys giving away your position, they've also got you covered with a 500 round magazine as well. Now, the stock houses the battery. And to get to that battery compartment, you just need to remove the butt pad like so, revealing a plug for a small Tamiya. And fitting it back on should be as easy as that. Now towards the front, we have something very unique to share in a separate video, and Gambit will tell you all about that. Moving on, the last thing on the list is the charging handle. Pulling it back and leaving it in position will reveal the hop-up unit. And by far the best thing about this particular G3, considering the real steel versions designed by H&K, you could do the H&K slap, and it sounds beautiful. That's about it, folks. I think it's time to chrono the thing. For the chrono test, we're using 0.2 gram 6mm BBs. And it clocked in at an average of 440 FPS. Welcome to the range, and you know exactly why we're here. That's our target over there. Let's take a couple shots at it. This gun is really heavy. People won't be able to hold it out for this long if they're trying to take precise shots at their targets. There is a very definitive reset. I feel really positive with this result. Let's have a look at it. Judging by what you see here, you can tell that it is somewhat accurate at just a little less than 2 inches in diameter from 20 meters away. That is really not bad, and I was actually just using 0.3 gram BBs. I think I found the perfect tune for it. But I think it's time to give full auto a go. Fun shooting time. Oh dear. It's like a laser beam. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this. Back to the studio. Let's be frank, whoever he may be. The LCT G3 AEG isn't perfect, but it's very, very close. The materials used do give it the title of most realistic looking G3 of the lot, though some would complain as to why it isn't a GBR. The weight of it feels like you're holding its real steel counterpart, sure. A lot of the fiddly bits are still stiff and rigid, but over time and with a bit of reassurance and lube, it'll relax and ease up. Overall, I am very impressed with what we have here. LCT have done a bang-up job, but was it worth the weight and hype? I think so. But what do you all think? How would you include the G3A3 AEG in your current setup? Let me know in the comments section below. For these two cool products and many more, go to our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com, and I'll be seeing you on another episode of RedWolf TV. Porn Stash out.